Hey, Will. Hey, you guys. Just a couple minutes late. I did alter the time. Hopefully, you can hear me. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to let me know whether the sound works. Perfect. That's all I was waiting for. So let's get going. Starting off over here, you can see the Disney Concert Hall behind us. Old Bunker Hill, right? And then it leads right into downtown. We're gonna go to Chinatown because I haven't been able to stop thinking about, hey, Michaels, the brownie at the Phoenix Bakery. So I'm gonna get that and get a couple things for Joe. I brought a Ziploc bag, not a Ziploc brand bag, but a bag with a Ziploc on top to hopefully get some treats back. How are you guys doing? Happy Wednesday. Hey, LA Unknown. We'll be going to Santa Monica tomorrow. Mostly like around the beach. And then, of course, end at the pier. But we won't be going to Venice. It's gonna kind of feel weird to go to Santa Monica and not Venice. So no news here, as usual, closed for repair. We're down here at lunchtime. It is pretty busy, I have to say. A lot of people on their break from court. It is probably the coolest day that I've live streamed in a while, as far as the temperature. I saw that. Thank you so much. I put that walk together with some of that stuff. I'm sorry, I will totally get back to you. I've been in the bunker for a couple days. I don't know really what I mean by the bunker. I've been editing the members video, of course. And then I also was editing something for another project that I'm doing, which I need to edit my edits. I think that's what Joe and I discovered last night. It's a proposal kind of thing, and I put together a bunch of stuff from our walking and to submit to somebody, and I made something that was 15 minutes long, which nobody's gonna watch that pitch, but I've already done the pitch. This is just like this is what we'll do. 90 degrees. Do you guys have air conditioning? I know it's triple digits in Europe today, so I shouldn't complain about 90 degrees, Will. Also, again, I watched your video. Your sound was perfect. I also watched a She Clicks Bricks video on the bus here. I usually don't watch programming on the bus, but everyone else is doing it. So I watched She Clicks Bricks. She's out in the wild, by the way. Also with excellent sound. What's your microphone? Share your secrets. Oof. It's weird because I feel like in Europe you don't need air conditioning as much, you know, and so you guys aren't exactly like prepped for this heat, but I feel like you've been having crazy heat waves for at least 10 years. Almost as good as an air conditioning. We have an air conditioner, like a window unit in our living room, but I think I've mentioned this before. We have a pretty cold apartment, which suggests that there's some ghostly happenings there, but I've never seen any. Our apartment's pretty cold, but the bedroom does get pretty hot in the summertime, especially after like a week of crazy ass heat. It'll just heat up and then will not cool down. I just use a fan every night to sleep. I literally sleep right in front of a fan. More of the downtown we won't be going to today. So I'm really excited to go to Santa Monica. My first time going there. Actually, it's not my first time. It'll be my first time going there by metro. I'll try to like document that a little bit, maybe for a short or something. But I'm taking the train. Last time I've gone to Santa Monica before on the bus, like a long time ago. Yeah, it's so crazy. Back to the weather in Europe, Will, when you hear about all these people like in like France or Spain or somewhere just like succumbing to the heat. I really looked for a word. I didn't want to use the D word. Also, Will, just back to streaming, like just do what you can every day. Do a little bit every day of something, you know? It's great to hear your story and hear your voice. And I love what you did with the video. I really do think you should do tunnels next. You're welcome to use any of my stuff and cut it up. Whatever. Anybody who wants to do anything is welcome to do that. Unless you're like a paying customer. Time magazine, do you hear me? So Gloria Molina, the park for everyone. If you guys joined us when we went back to 1947, this is where the County Hall of Records was-ish. A beautiful Beaux Arts building that they had to tear down because of, I think, seismic damage. I mean, that's terrible. I mean, same here in California, too. We have fires up the coast, and while we definitely suffer from lack of forest management, I think that we're trying. I think historically, the big problem is, look, people are playing soccer in this heat. I'm just sweating for them. The problem is when we took the land from the indigenous peoples, Europeans are afraid of fire, and Native Americans were not. And they used to use fires to like rake the forest, if you will, but just to prevent forest fires and the like. And then when the Europeans came here, they put a stop to that. Well, be sure to let us know. I'm pretty sure I smashed the like button and hit the notifications bell. I didn't smash it, I just tapped it. I engaged with it. We have some weird history we do in Los Angeles about, or in California or the West Coast, just about what we did to Native Americans. And the crazy thing about it too is that here it's much closer to our current timeline than it was when I lived on the East Coast. Like, we're talking, well, I was gonna say just last century, but it was in 1800s. Thank you so much, Kick Rocks. I appreciate that. We stream 4 times a week, sometimes 5. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the evening this week, and then Saturday sometimes, and Sunday afternoon. So thanks for joining us. I love your logo. So the crazy thing is, the forests are unkempt in some cases, and it was kind of a joke when the president last term said that we don't rake the forests. It's a very kindergarten-esque, simplistic way of saying we don't tend to our forests, which I have to say you could agree with that statement. First time. So I don't know why I know why I didn't cross over there. Too sunny. We're gonna cross the 101. No 101 member emoji yet. We're gonna vote on a couple of emojis. I did use the parrot emoji because we had one blank member emoji to use. So that is there. Parrot, I guess you would type. Hopefully we'll see some parrots today. A leaf just fell out of that tree. I thought it was a parrot. I also tried some new tricks in Nightbot. So if you type !parrot, I think I've uploaded 4 facts about parrots that will cycle through. Don't do it more than 4 or 5 times because I only had room for 5 facts. And then also Chinatown. You want to know a little more about Chinatown, there's that. And then !bakery to hear a little bit of the facts and the history about the Phoenix Bakery, which has been in Los Angeles since 1938. Family-owned bakery. So good. I like that the governor stands up to the president a lot. I wonder a little bit of it, how much of it has to do with the fact that he can't run for governor again, so he's got nothing to lose, and the fact that he could run for president. I believe that there was somebody asked ChatGPT or Grok or somebody like that if the race were between, so 101 freeway is right over here, we're about to cross it, if the race were between Mr. Vance, or Vice President Vance, and Gavin Newsom, Newsom would lose. I mean, it would be a pretty narrow margin, but I'm gonna just jaywalk right now. So here's your traffic report from the 101 freeway downtown. Traffic is moving south. North, it's kind of slow. I will definitely check them out. Maybe we can do a like members live stream where we just talk about crazy American political stuff sometime. Just for members. I'm going to take this jaywalk again. Me too. I have a friend who just started a YouTube podcast. I forget. It's an acronym. And right now, Daniel, I'm so sorry. I watched a couple of episodes. It's the kind of stuff I also watch, so I kind of loved it. But it's a podcast. Whoa, we got a sheriff copter flying sideways. Anyway, it's really good. It's like, I do want to have a Discord, actually, and I set one up. That might be too advanced for me. And I wanted I'm a little OCD about not doing things terrible. Just a little sound. And I'm starting off my live streams. So I want to make sure that I would be able to pay attention to it, and I don't know how they run actually, but I did set one up. I would love to do it. You know what? Give me 10 days. We'll set that up. I'll figure it out. I just want to make sure it doesn't get mothballed and gets attended to. Gamble! I don't think I have a gamble. I will absolutely keep you posted. Do you know a lot about that stuff? We only have, you can do Parrot, you can do Chinatown, or you can do Bakery, and you will get a response. I don't have Gamble set up. Also, I didn't see Gamble. I also looked for Magic 8 Ball, and I didn't see that one, but I had seen it in the past. I'll create a couple more. I just wanted to try these out and see if they would work. Hey, Lark Bark. I want to come and see if we can go inside of the museum sometime with our camera, because it's a totally free museum. I highly recommend checking it out. Really, really awesome. And again, free. It's great to pay for things, don't get me wrong, and I will. I'm not trying to be an influencer that gets a free hotel night, but I'll take it. But when something is free and it's cultural or arts, I just love it. Tomorrow is school. I forgot about that. When I was growing up, school didn't start till the first Wednesday after Labor Day. Hey, Elias. If I missed anybody here, sorry, I was just like looking at our surroundings. I love coming to downtown LA. You literally can go around the world in, depending on how fast you walk, half an hour. This song always gets a copyright claim. He's singing to a backing track. Right beyond this, of course, Union Station. Also, original Chinatown is where Union Station sits. So in LA, I feel like I started saying this, you can go around the world in like 45 minutes. You can go from Little Tokyo, Olvera Street, to Chinatown, up over the hill to Filipino Town, Thai Town. That's more than 45 minutes, even for me. Right? I feel like August is too early. I'm from New Hampshire. That's where I went to like grammar school and high school, so it's probably a Northeast thing. You want to get that one last summer weekend out before the harvest. Just kidding. Hey, if it's your first time here and you're just sitting in the background, thank you so much for joining us and watching. It does mean a lot to us. Please maybe give a little like and subscribe. We are about 1 year old this month. Our goal was to hit 2,000 subscribers and we hit it. Thank you so much. That's interesting. What I generally do for the music is, once it's done posting to standard definition, YouTube will allow you to go in there and replace the song That's why I make a joke about, later on you'll be hearing Who Let the Dogs Out, because joke is that I would replace any song that gets a copyright with that, which is also a copyright. What I go and do after the video is loaded is you can just delete the track and leave all of the other sound on. So we're walking into a store and they're playing, I don't know, a song. Sounds good, right? They're playing a song and maybe the new Britney Spears. I don't know if that even is the thing, but then we want to take it out later. Like, it'll just take the song out and leave like the talking and whatnot in. It doesn't do a fantastic job of it, but it does ultimately get the copyright off. Hey Mark, how's it going? I did notice that ChatGPT would edit a video under 500 Mbps, whatever that is, megabyte plus. So the trick is, we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna get some snacks. Basically, we're gonna go to the bakery. We're gonna get a brownie and a couple cookies for Joe. And then, on the way there, I'm gonna see if I can get one of those little tiny cups of ice cream. And then sort of have an impromptu brownie sundae on the sidewalk. I brought a little, not on the sidewalk, but on a wall somewhere. Turn down your TVs, sorry. I think it is more having to do with using them in the video. I don't get it. And it's kind of unfortunate because let's say I used Thriller by Michael Jackson in one of my videos. You can bet your sweet tookus that no one is tuning into my video to hear Michael Jackson's Thriller. Like, they might, after they hear my video, get it stuck in their head and download it or play it, giving Michael Jackson more royalties. But no one's listening to my videos to hear Thriller, and I think that's what it's all about. I don't think anybody fought it yet. So, well, finding the brownie is not going to be a problem. Finding the ice cream might be a little of an issue. So I don't know that we're going to just eat the brownie right here. I have to find a 7-Eleven, which I think there's actually one pretty close. There's not a lot of convenience stores downtown. I feel like I've missed 9 walk signals talking. There's my walk signal. I think for the most part the music in my that's really good to hear, Florida Realtor. The most part the music that ends up in my videos is incidental. I'm not choosing to hear Fleetwood Mac song playing while I eat ice cream at an ice cream parlor, So YouTube does have some like weird copyright sharing thing, and I've used that music also. It's only the shorts that you can get away with using whatever music on. Except sometimes what happens is I've done shorts and they won't play in Eastern Europe because of the rights. We're on New High Street, the most interesting street in New Chinatown. It is not. What? There's some Chinatown fags. Let's see if they're true. Oh my gosh, for sure. That's why I keep doing videos about the 1920s, because I can get away with using the theme song to Little Orphan Annie, like I did in my video yesterday, which I've been singing for 2 days. I've never heard that song before, but it's Little Orphan Annie. I can't stop singing it. I think for YouTube doesn't even care that you stole the copyright. They just care because they can't put ads on that type of stuff. I mean, whatever, I can work around YouTube. Let's take a little shortcut. New High Street is not the vibe I thought it was going to be. I used some song from 1929 about monkeys having no tails, and that got a Warner Brothers copyright. It was kind of weird. I really love the internet archives for all the copyright-free stuff. It's pretty amazing. That's the Southern California Teochew Association. We're on Broadway right now.
He's all looking around like
I'm kind of gonna keep my eyes peeled for a place I might be able to get ice cream. You know, it's really crazy. Those songs, I have to step in the streets real quick. Those songs I know from like cartoons from like the 1930s, like the Follow the Bouncing, or 40s, those Follow the Bouncing Ball cartoons. That mini mart should have mini ice creams in it. Or maybe this mini market. We'll check it out after I've got my brownie. You have to send me a link to that. I heard you mention that in your video. I'm gonna go this way. Shadier. More cinematic. Usually, they sometimes have people that sell ice cream on the street. Usually on the weekend. The one thing I will tell you, Realtor, is you have to look out for Warner Brothers. Because Warner Brothers and Disney will get ya. And somebody once told me AC/DC. I think that will have ice cream. No. I wonder how those little stores are doing now that we have no 99-cent store anymore. Oh, thanks. That would be great. It's more like a vegetable market. I think it's very LA though, so it's something you get used to. I remember I lived near LACC for a little bit, and on Sundays they have a huge flea market, which is awesome. And then, but like up and down Vermont, like people just, it's one like 5-block yard sale with the craziest stuff you've ever seen. I bought a Dualit toaster for $5. A working Dualit toaster. It was like a $300 toaster. Handmade toaster. I'm really into toast. I no longer have it. I don't know what happened to it, but I have a 4-slot. It definitely feels like you're in a Turkish bazaar. Or like I was in old Cairo and there's a lot of stuff sold. I mean, it's usually sold from some type of structure. This is really, you know, it's people getting their tables out. Whoa, that guy had a ton of coins and cords. I might be stuck for a second. Hey, Allie. Happy Wednesday. We're doing a little repeat right now. Heading to the Phoenix Bakery in Chinatown. Ooh, I need a cherry pitter. An olive pitter or a cherry pitter. Ty! I see that. Joe, I'm guessing you got the troll. There we go. Well, it was bound to happen. We don't get too many trolls, though. I mean, ever since I hit 2,000 subscribers, be careful what you wish for, I think is the lesson there. Ty is like one of our very first chatters. Her chats are always so long, but we always know it's her because emojis. Is it only going to tell us one fact? The same one over and over again? I know it was a gift also, but I just don't think that year sounds correct. But I typed it in there. I didn't really understand it when I read it at first. I thought they meant like get rid of the crap that's going on in them, courtesy of whatever. Oh, by the way, you guys, I took the red line here and I got off at Molina Park or Grand Park and walked over here. You can take the train all the way to Chinatown and all the way to Little Tokyo, the metro that is. You have to make a change at, I think, 7th and Metro, Carriopolis. But, you know, part of the eating a brownie is getting to the brownie and burning those calories off first. I will be. Happy Wednesday. Hey, Mary. Okay. So, whoops. We're gonna go up into the plaza. Meander over to. We are in Chinatown. We are gonna go to the Phoenix Bakery and get a brownie and a couple cookies to bring home for Joe. Interesting. I don't know how I ever missed that before. Hey, Ricky. We're gonna try to avoid these kids doing a photo shoot over here with a much more serious camera than I have, I'll tell you that. We don't usually go up this way. It's lumen space. Wow. Oh, the parrots. We had a neighbor with some type of bird, parrot, and it was so loud. But I've seen the parrots on the street. It's pretty crazy. Jackie Chan. Did I say Jackie Chan? Sorry. I even was reading it said Bruce Lee. You know why I said Jackie Chan? He has a new movie out. Bruce Lee does not. And I was thinking of this little wall up here where it says international bestseller movie Rush Hour with Jackie Chan was filmed here. Bruce Lee is the original. It's very empty down here today, which is just lovely for me. Whoa. Hey, Andrew. The bakery is back down one street, but I figured we'd hit this part also. The trick would be to find like a... I wish there was like a convenience store right here so my ice cream wouldn't melt by the time I got it. Or maybe I should just get the brownie. Maybe I should get the brownie first. Walk through here. I have no way to test out those Nightbot things that I can think of. So we get to be the guinea pigs for those. I'm sorry if some of those don't work. We really don't like to turn our fountains on in LA. It almost feels like an empty movie set. Even more so sometimes in the evening when you come here. But when this place is busy, which it's been a few times, it's just kind of amazing. So let's go. We're in Chungking Court. Let's go to get a brownie now. Let's go to the bakery. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, Gilbert. Thank you so much. Somewhere there are fireworks for you. There they are. Oh, hey. Here we go. Are there fireworks? Gilbert, I want to take a second. That's what I believe it. Like after they built it, it was a real kind of touristy place to visit. It kind of should be now. You guys are going to have to forgive me for this. It's I don't know how you would say it. I guess it's a blessing and a curse, but I just want to thank all of my members. I have so many, and I have to figure out how to show them like I did before, but here's what I got for now. Boom. Members, thank you so much. You can squint and see your name right there on the left. And again, here's some rose petals for you. You guys got a new video yesterday. I hope you enjoy it. And then Gilbert, a couple more fireworks. And then if it's your first time here, please feel free to like and subscribe. So I always put the thank you, of course, throughout the video. I play it a couple times. I do get a little forgetful though. But I always put it in the description, the current members. A thank you there too. So you don't have to watch the video to see a thank you. It's long and tiny. I just think I have to reformat it. I have two things that I use to create those overlays. One of them is Prism, the stuff that comes in Prism, and that's the easiest option for me. But I'm using it in a way that it probably wasn't meant to be used. And then I have Wondershare. Wondershare is a little more complicated because I do it on the desktop. Well, we definitely are in a area that's pretty well kept up, but on the outskirts, we got some graffiti. Oh, 1938. I really honestly thought it was like the 40s for some reason. So this area, though, is maybe privately owned public property, a POPs, is that what they call it? I forgot. So it's probably why it's kept up so well. But just at the gate entrance and right across the street, I really want one of those hats. We have some of our beautiful Los Angeles graffiti. Not the Capital Milling Company, nobody would bother with that, but just under that. Love lies unaliving. Yeah, I said it. At the very end of Chinatown lies this little bakery. I don't know if it's their original location since 1938. But I know they've been around since then. What I'm super duper hoping, I brought a spoon with me from my drawer. What I'm hoping is that this place will have those tiny ice creams. But they don't even have the lights on, so I don't know that will be so. All right, Phoenix Bakery. Famous for their birthday cakes. Their strawberry birthday cake. We had one a couple of weeks ago, not the whole cake, but enough. It was really good. Poor guy thinks I'm like filming him backing up. Anyway, let's go in. We're gonna get baked goods, and then I gotta find ice cream, and then we gotta find a spot to eat that Sidewalk sundae. All right. We got butterflies last time. I should have gotten almond cookies. Butterflies were really good. So today, brownie. If they have no brownie, it'll be just desserts, as they say. I'm going to, so take a minute to fetch the ice cream, because I got to go buy the ice cream to make the Sidewalk brownie. Unless they have ice cream in here, that would be great. So let's go in. Because if you live in LA, they make one hell of a birthday cake, the strawberry cake. Oh, they don't have ice cream. But we came here for... Hey, thank you so much. Right? So I can show everybody all the great stuff I eat in your alley. Can I, Oh no, there's no brownie. I don't see a brownie. I'll still get ice cream though. Could I get, one chocolate chunk cookie and 2 M&M cookies? Yep. Yeah, could I also get a limited time only brownie? And then one brownie. I came back because I wanted the brownie so bad. It looks so good, yeah. Now I can have a picture of it for my nightstand. Awesome.
Anything you need?
That'll be all. Thank you so much.
If we put in the bag for you,
Please.
you cancel napkin?
Please. All right, let me pay for my stuff. take a look at these candies for 1 second, which might be the next thing we get. Thank you so much. Oh! No, don't worry about it.
$8.55. We adjusted this in on the two.
That's okay, thank you.
You need your receipt today?
I'll get one on my phone. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Here you go, your card.
Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you so much. You too. Take care. All right. Strawberry cake. You know, the challenge was to eat a whole Fudgy the Whale, but maybe we could throw a strawberry cake in there instead. So, I got some stuff for me, some stuff for Joe. The oldest bakery in LA. Now we've got to find some ice cream. This place feels like it should have little mini ice creams. So hang on, don't get your ice cream out yet. Once we get the ice cream though, we're all set. I have a spoon. She gave me a grip of napkins. It's not going to have any whipped cream unless somebody wants to bring some to me. But it's going to be a brownie and with ice cream. I guess I should have called it a brownie a la mode. Wait till we do the brownie unwrapping though. You've got to look at the brownie again. It's unfortunately sideways in this bag. It is a great day for me. I cannot tell you. I think I mentioned this brownie in a couple of other streams and at the end of the last one. And I could see it in my head every time I close my eyes, so I'm really excited. It looks like a dense, chocolatey, powdered sugary top. It's just gonna be a gooey brownie, no need for chocolate syrup. Oreo cookies, mint ice cream, cake. Sorry, I missed that tie. I love mint ice cream. Mint chocolate chip ice cream, to be exact. Breyers is usually my go-to. All right, I'm gonna, next block up, I think we start running into some convenience stores. If not, at the very end of Chinatown, across from, God, I can't remember what street that is. There's a 7-Eleven there. I can go in and get one of those mini Haagen-Dazs. Find a place to sit, have a little ice cream, and this delicious brownie from the Phoenix Bakery. Hey, mountain bike. Happy Wednesday. We have just procured some brownies in this classic thank you bag. That's thank you 7 times, by the way. 1 in red. Wait, I walked past the ice cream? They have ice cream in there? I'll find the next spot. I'm also like not synced up with you. There's a little time lapse, so I have walked past that like a minute ago. Ooh, maybe I'll just have a lobster on top of it. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. LA Bubble. This place. I'd have to look for like an ice cream freezer. Oh, here we go. Oh, nerds. I'm looking for like one of those, except not strawberry. So, and there you go, Queen. Queen got a little money there. Oh, thank you. Hey, thanks BD. Hi BD. I'm sorry if I missed you. I miss saying hi to you. So I'm looking for a mini Haagen-Dazs that's vanilla. French vanilla preferably. Store smells really fresh for some reason. Happy snack day. I'm all loaded up, hands full. Whew. Maybe I could ask these cows where I could get some milk. Maybe it's a big mold, so maybe it's for cow ice cream cake. Something about Haagen-Dazs vanilla that's just kind of perfect. Here's the Queen's Bakery. I don't know anything about the Queen's Bakery. I'm gonna have to completely get out of Chinatown to find a convenience store. I just need a convenience store with one of those like pre-made ice cream, like little tiny container. I just saw one, but they were strawberry. I'm sure strawberry ice cream and a brownie is good, but in my head I was imagining vanilla. I cannot tell you how badly I just want to break off a little piece of brownie. I just feel like that might ruin the experience. Let me check. Alright, I just want to check all my batteries for a second. It's about that time. We've been going for 58 minutes. That's great. It's not about that time yet. Ooh, is that a Chuck E. Cheese? Showtime pizza? Pizza? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I can't drink a glass of milk anymore. I have a hard time with it. Not like stomach-wise, but just overall. And then like almond milk and cookies or oat milk and cookies is not the same. I tried it. Like partially the best thing about milk and cookies is you dip the cookies in the milk, and then you kind of get this weirdly flavored milk later. And we do drink a lot of almond milk. It just always tastes like paste or something. Not that I've eaten paste. We'll have to get more ice cream. I'm only getting a tiny Haagen-Dazs, a self portion. I wonder if any of the parakeets escaped out of this Liberty Aquarium fish and pet shop. when we were downtown at the art thing, we stopped in the 1260 gallery. I can't remember what it was, but they were like a group that had DTLA cats, no ice cream, called DTLA cats, and I wanted to find out more about them, and I really could not for some reason. But they rescue stray cats from downtown Los Angeles. We are up against some traffic here. All right. Do you remember when Starbucks had ice cream? Not in the stores, not in like the Starbuckses, but like they sold it in grocery stores. It was the best ice cream, I have to say. Yes, Hood cups, or Hoodsy cups, I think. They were made by Hood, where I grew up. The Hood Creamery. So we're at the end of Chinatown. There are like 4 police cruisers here. We're not getting involved in that. We're just looking for 7-Eleven. Hopefully the 7-Eleven is not where all the police cruisers are. But much to my delight, that's a Starbucks. All right. I really thought there was a 7-Eleven around here. This brownie's melting in my hand. Okay, I'm gonna cross with 18 seconds. This just looks like it should be a 7-Eleven. Or maybe it was a 7-Eleven. Yeah, I think this used to be... Oh no, it used to be like a CVS. Alright. Gotta find some ice cream. I'm not really sure what that's for. It has no plaque. I love the fact that all the tools are protected by... Oh, the barbed wire is part of it, I guess. Alright, so... I bought an individual slice of that cake. It was the strawberry cake. So, do you see that Chevron gas station over there? What the fuck? I'm just gonna do this again. There is a convenience store right across from that. So maybe we'll be able to go to that and get some ice cream. If they don't have little Haagen-Dazs, I'll just get some ice cream on a stick. And toss the stick. Mountain bike fan! Yeah, I'm hoping, like, after you get out of, like, downtown LA, like, there's no real, like, convenience, well, there are real convenience stores, but, like, mom and pop convenience stores. So, market right there. They have nachos. They should have ice cream. Hot dogs, nachos, ice cream. Where's the ice cream? Always careful. Sorry, you guys. Blurp. Some sirens. Well, that was noisy. I'm going to try this place right here, the Family's Market. Worst case scenario, they'll have like a blue bunny or something like that, but I feel like they're going to have some ice cream. I just don't want to get a whole half pint because I won't be able to eat it. Well, I will, but I wouldn't want to do that with company. All right. Look at our gorgeous post office. Groceries, cigarettes, cold drinks, tamales, hot dogs, nachos, everything but ice cream. Let's see. Tacos $2.99. That's crazy. We pay $2.50, I think, but they're great. $2.99 is not that crazy. All right, straight for ice cream. Hello. Cold drinks, cold drinks, cold drinks. Oh, they don't. And then tamales, tamales, tamales. There's no ice cream. Weird. Ice cream? Oh, thanks. Okay. No. What is this? Ice cream?
Yeah.
Huh? I should want yogurt. Thanks. We'll get that, please. Thanks. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Thank you so much. All right. This is kind of like a sundae. $4. I think that will suffice. By the time we get to where we're gonna eat it, it'll have melted somewhat. I've never seen ice cream for sale in a cup like this already done up. It's soft serve in theory. I'm sure it's tasty either way. Family's Market. So I'm using my body heat to melt this a little bit. I feel like the guy rolling two bicycles. I've got a bag full of baked goods. My hand is now for getting freezer brain. It's not Haagen-Dazs, it's Family Market Das. Hey, one of my fans, sorry about that. Why aren't they watching the live stream instead of honking at me? I'm happy to keep the family market in business. Also, that was really organized. That market was crazy organized, the shelves. There were like 5 people working there, probably all the family, and that's why it looked so good and tidy. I feel like those like weird family markets always have like a weird thing that they were trying to do on the side. Like they end up inventing like pouring chilies into a Fritos bag or a hand pie that their grandma used to make. Gas station food can be pretty good. And we know that Thai loves 7-Eleven. Alright, I am going to cross the street here and see if I can find a little place, a shady place, over by the church. I'm just jaywalking all day today. The music keeps away the streamers. Such a beautiful place. I think there's a little garden over here. This music's got a real jazzy sense to it. Like a game show. I'm kind of like weirded out whenever I see like cops. Not because I'm afraid of cops, but I feel like they're gonna tell me I can't sit there. Let's find somewhere over here by the music. That's Joseph playing the pan flute. As you can imagine, most of the shady spots are kind of taken. Doesn't mean we'll give up. I'm just looking for a place I can sit where security isn't gonna grab me. Oh my goodness. Alright. Not only a shady spot, but I do have something to sit on. Alright, so now we just need to do this. Ice cream. This is really a sundae in and of itself. Okay. So, we just love this place. The brownie. Flakes of chocolate on top. Now, I love that they gave me a plastic spoon. But I brought a spoon from home. It's somewhere in here. There we go. I brought this old spoon because, you know. That's gay! I got you cookies, Joey. We discussed the cookies. And you can have the rest of this ice cream when I get home. So brownie, spoon. This is an insane brownie. I mean, I'm gonna take a bite of brownie and ice cream at the same time. This ice cream's gonna be a pain. This brownie has a layer of like frosting on top. Can't go wrong. Let's stick some of this in there. Isn't the This is not soft serve. It's some kind of homemade ice cream. It's incredibly good, but it's got like that homemade ice cream taste because it's made with ice milk, I guess, or milk. Please subscribe and like the stream. It's the only way I get to eat this stuff. Is it worth the calories? Kinda. It's almost worth the calories. If it was Haagen-Dazs, this ice cream's a little icier, it would totally be worth it. It's like the perfect bite of a cake in the middle of the ice cream. I feel like I do burn a lot of calories walking, but I feel like my watch only tells half the picture. There are some days I've walked like almost 20 miles or over 20 miles, and it'll be like 1,339 calories. And in my head, I'm like, there's no way. I can't wait to get up. Here's the chocolate layer. There's something about chocolate ice cream with a chocolate brownie. Sorry, I'm shaking the whole brick bench. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give the brownie an 8. I like the frosting was a surprise. So it has a layer of frosting. It is a great brownie. I like it when the brownie kind of cracks on top and is a little less moist. I'll let you know, Joe will let you know how the cookies are. And cookies look pretty fantastic. I can't stop. I'm gonna have to toss the rest of this ice cream out though. Do you like do you ever make brownies, BD? Whoops. So when I make brownies, or somebody makes brownies, I always like the part that's closest to the edge. Like I like a brownie that's got a touch of sort of cookie in it, I guess. There's also chocolate in this. Ice cream. I definitely like walnuts in anything. Walnuts and baked goods are like the perfect nut because of the way they kind of break down, or the texture when you chew them. I like just taking walnuts, a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, garlic, and putting them in a frying pan, or roasting them with maple syrup. Well, I'm paying for this song too. Oh my god, how do I get the rest of this? I'm gonna do this. I don't want to lose any of the chocolate flakes. This is, imagine if you were just tuning into this right now. Ice cream. I think an order of baked goods, my weakness is probably more like a cookie. Please excuse the mess that we made. I tried the strawberry cake last time. I really, really loved it. I loved it because it's not as dense or sweet as other cakes. It kind of lets the creme or the cream and the strawberries be sweet. I feel terrible letting this ice cream go to waste, so I'm gonna eat it. Oh, sweets for the sweet. Isn't that like what Candyman said? I am taking it home for Joe. That's the sweet. We got him three cookies. Okay. So, Ziploc bag for the cookies. I'm gonna slip them into my backpack. I don't know what to do with my spoon. Okay, cookies in backpack. I'm just gonna eat the last bite of ice cream. Hey, thank you for tuning in and watching this empty container. Alright, I wiped off my spoon. It's in my backpack. I'm gonna pack up all my plastics. Gee. We humans make a bit of a mess eating out. Ugh. Look at my sitting rag. I want to be a docent. Excuse me. I've got that dairy phlegm. I don't know if I... Okay, I'm gonna pack up my seating rag. Oh, that was pretty delicious. Again, that was an 8 brownie. 8 out of 10. I'm sure the cookies are gonna be fantastic, and I'm sure that that strawberry cake, though, I would have given like a 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 because I'm just not a cake lover. I would go back for that brownie, though. An 8 brownie. Dairy phlegm. You know, it's why they give you, maybe it's ice cream phlegm, but like, you know, well, old people, like me, always want a glass of water with their ice cream. Oh no, Funky Town. Someone's playing Funky Town. I heard Lips Incorporated really goes after the copyrights too. The thing that would have made that like a 10, I would say, is if like the ice cream, of course, was Haagen-Dazs. Okay, they're playing Funky Town. I thought it was a car driving by, but Funky Town is actually being played on the pan flute. Or ocarina, whatever they're using. Do you remember fried ice cream? From like the 80s. It was like a dessert at like Chi-Chi's or Chili's or any quasi kind of Mexican restaurant would have like fried ice cream. Okay, here's your afternoon traffic check. And both North and South 101. Looking like gonna turn out to be a nice shoe show. You know what I'm talking about. Death grips. I mean, unalive grips. It's fun because they have these really crazy old ass murals. I don't know if LA Unknown or is that from the Olympics? Like that little kid with the sort of mopsy-topsy hairdo, and there's another little girl in a jumper up there that looks like Tina Yothers from Family Ties. They're all along the freeway. I feel like they either are from the 80s or they had to do with the Olympics from the 80s. Thank you. Let me check my... Perfect. I'm going to do my first plug-in. Bravo. I've always wanted to try Baked Alaska too, or Bananas Foster, which maybe I have tried. But the Baked Alaska, I don't always love meringue. I can still hear the pan flute playing Funky Town from here. So those people are getting paid by them. It's crazy, Pinkish, because that art has been around since the 1984, right? 84, I almost counted it by years. 84, 94, 2004, 14, like 40 something years old. 42? 40? I'm not sure. 42, yeah. That would be like 42 years old. But it looked really fresh underneath the graffiti, especially that one. And the little girl that looked like Tina Yothers up ahead, like I think it's a little further north on the freeway. That one was especially fresh when I first moved here also. The Morning. That used to play music and lights as people pass by. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for reminding BD and Ozzy. Thanks for admitting you hit the like button. We love that. I do want to thank my members. I apologize, it's super tiny. We got a lot of you, which is a super great problem for me to have. I will create a new graphic where we can see our names much larger. Bear with. Instead, I'll just take the left third of the screen for a couple seconds. I really appreciate your support. We've walked through this before. It was like a little outdoor market. I think this happens every Wednesday because last time we went to Chinatown, they're pulling it up right now, but last time we went to Chinatown, this little thing was all set up here also. So underneath that sculpture over there, there's this whole mall. I don't even think we can go down there. Actually, wow. So underneath the Triforium sculpture, there's this mall. Check it out. It's totally like a food court and nothing else. I haven't been down here since I had actually had to serve in jury duty. I think I ate at Sbarro. So the nice thing, a little store, a couple places to eat. Almost nobody is ever down here, so it's really nice to grab something from that store and just chill out, and it's like 10 degrees cooler. Oh, wow. If I could, it doesn't have the phone number in there, but it does work. I can't believe I just touched the phone. Maybe I can call somebody and get the phone number, and then we can have somebody call in. This looks like a fancy steak restaurant over here. Have you, I only have ever come down here when I had jury duty. But that was my first jury duty a couple years ago. Oh my god, a public water bubbler? Oh, this is the area I remember coming to, actually. So now we're under the sculpture. Quiznos has moved. That was a working payphone, Ty. I actually picked it up. Here's another one. I wish it had the phone number on it. I would have somebody call it, and we could answer some questions. MCI, Massachusetts Correctional Institution. No phone there. But the other one definitely worked. Aw, it's kind of sad. And it's in the middle of... Oh, there's the federal building right there. I mean, in all these courthouses, such a kind of busy afternoon area for lunch. You can get a Quiznos sub and an immigration attorney. we are in the 70s. We're under the, for some reason, here's how you know we're in the 70s. Are you ready for this? I'm kidding. It has nothing to do with Sears, but so the thing we just saw, the sort of sculpture we just saw with the lights on it, that was built in the 70s to kind of reflect the traffic with lights and tones, and it doesn't work. This payphone does work. I think the actual art exhibit I was just talking about probably didn't work within a year or two of its being unveiled, which is unfortunate because it sounds kind of like a cool concept, and now it's just been standing there since the 70s. So I actually have never been to this side of this before, just the other one. Oh, there's Quiznos. Triforium, but for some reason I think I said Triforium under my breath, but I felt uncertain of it. I do think that this probably went right to City Hall. That Chevron garage door. You know, it's true. It's so easy to lie on my sofa and order a cord, dog food. I don't really like to get a lot of clothes online, but there are a couple brands I can trust. Like, why would you want to go out and shop? If you don't even have to get dressed to do it. Also, if you're sensitive and people don't smile at you when you're in the store, you'll feel like, I'm joking. But it's a hustle. Like, it's easy to get stuff at home. They need to turn those spaces and make everything an experience. You are creating experiences. People want to take pictures of themselves places. You need to create an experience. It's like you go to the casino and what's in the front? The slot machines. Like, they make the most money, bells, lights. They're the most exciting thing. It kind of beckons people in. Like, old shopping spaces need to be kind of event spaces in some way. So we're gonna walk down to 7th. We started off at the Molina Park, Grand Park, walked over to Chinatown through Olvera Street. I'm down here, I just can't resist walking into the historical core, so I'm gonna continue and walk to my train station.
Next one passes by. Oh, you're making a video, huh?
Am.
I don't wish you to record.
Yo, you're definitely not.
Record me now. Raping that motherfucker, man. Straight up.
So, I didn't. And that man was a little upset that I might be recording him. I'm just trying to get like our scope here. They won't take the cookies. I think a lot of times when people appear in these videos, they're moving by me really fast, or I'm moving by them really fast. And so we don't really get a good look at them unless they walk in front of the camera or stop in front of me. And when somebody's experiencing some distress, which that guy is, I think it's just best to get out of his way. Maybe if I'd offered him a cookie. I do have 3. I'm just walking down this way because I'm going to jaywalk across this street in a second. It's my thing today. It's Jaywalking Wednesday. I hope Jaywalker is here. Check me out. Okay. Watch me. Watch me. It's not illegal. My favorite thing I ever saw on the Citizen app was woman weaponizing Febreze on bus. I don't have the Citizen app though, because oh, there's a 7-Eleven when I don't need one. We're actually right on the edge of Little Tokyo. So we were in Alvera Street, Chinatown, and now there's Little Tokyo. You know what? I am happy that I supported the family market, first of all, and the ice cream that I got was pretty good. It was no Haagen-Dazs, but it was also like probably twice the size of what the little Haagen-Dazs thing was, and 50 cents cheaper. When it's super bright, such as right now, I can't always read the chat, so if I miss anything, I'm super duper sorry. Or if somebody's entered and didn't say hi, well, I'm awful sorry. But hi. Ooh, now I've kind of gotten caught up with the conversation. We as humans deal with a lot of struggles, for sure. Hey Kevin, welcome Kevin. Welcome y'all. If you caught us on that What was I gonna say? Our sort of theme has changed. We have eaten a brownie. We have gone to Chinatown and walked Molina Park. We are just in DTLA right now, heading towards the 7th Street metro station. I'm at 3rd, so we got a couple blocks down and a couple blocks over to go. I'm usually up a block. There's like a giant, oof. Sorry, I just stepped on wet cardboard. There's a giant like pit next to that building and I kind of want to go over and look at it. It was a mushy, thick, dense brownie with chocolate flakes and frosting on top. I think that I'm going to need to check my blood pressure, blood sugar. We're gonna cross right up here. This is the wholesale district, actually. So most of these shops you can buy stuff in, but you need a business license. You pay no tax. So you can kind of see it goes all through there. Any kind of thing that your business might need, you can get down here. We're a little bit, we're about a block or two up from Skid Row. Actually, technically, we may be just like in the zone. This is the area that I was sort of did the nighttime drive video in, except it's empty at nighttime, this area. It's not the most pleasant area, but I kind of love it anyway. It doesn't feel dangerous. And I gotta tell you, I really do look a little out of place sometimes and like a tourist with the gimbal and my khaki hat, khaki shorts, and kind of khaki t-shirt. So we're on Los Angeles Street. We're gonna take a right on 4th because why wouldn't we? It's been a couple weeks since this went up. Oh, but hey. Right, hey! Well-deserved memorial there. I'd seen that on the news like 4 times. I never thought I would actually run into it myself. One of the things I keep thinking about is on the DTLA art night, we got to go into the Alexandria Hotel, the bar. And also as I was reviewing that footage, you know the bar that we actually walked into with the beautiful roof deck called Lost? That was part of the after party or pre-party. That was a really cool view and a really cool space. Oof, I love wow. I think it's really hilarious, and I like to see them like throwing back, because everybody's too afraid to get sued in the media. And now that Matt and Trey have got their one $1.5 billion for 10 episodes. They're afraid of nothing. Sorry. And that's the kind of fearless we need. This is Woody Guthrie Square.
Both of them think you do. They're talking about it.
All I gotta say is, stay with me. I'll stay with you. That's what I told you.
I think dash buses are 50 cents. The only time I've taken a dash bus in like the past 5 years is to go to Griffith Observatory. And at the time I took it to Griffith Observatory, I took it from Sunset and Western. It was free. It was like a free shuttle. Oh, Art Space 114. This might be a place that we kind of missed the other night. Cool. Some things never go away. I can't believe the city public transportation has got to just be a real struggle for the city, because I know it really doesn't make money. But I feel like some of the city public transportation should just be free. Oh hey, we were totally at that gallery over there also, and that's where the world's largest Pac-Man machine was. I don't know, I think where Ty lives in Florida, all the city buses are free. Like, I feel like the city buses should be free. Maybe the train not so much, but at least the buses. Almost every time I do a live stream, I'm taking a bus to the train, just so I don't pre-mile walk and get tired. So we walk totally down this street also, because there's Le Petit Paris, Bon Appetit, and then there's the park that Joe thought was also displaying art. They saved Casa Bonita, yeah. And I don't think Casa Bonita actually does that well as a restaurant, but they did save it. And that show's been around since the 90s. I've had my phases with it of not watching it for 5 or 6 years and then watching it again. I initially liked it and thought it was pretty funny, and then it got its groove maybe the 3rd or 4th season. I believe there was a Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck episode that I just laugh so hard about, and even thinking about it now kind of makes me laugh. And then I didn't watch it for a while, and it's like The Simpsons. You don't watch it for 5 years, and then you catch up with it, and it's either gotten really great or it's having one of their stinky seasons. That's pretty cool. Remember when Michael Jackson was on The Simpsons? Except they couldn't really say that it was Michael Jackson. I've got 8 seconds across the street here. Pershing Square, Paradise up there. So remember, this gorgeous space was open. The Valentino Lounge. you kind of want to see inside of there, I'm gonna press the camera to the. You can check out the art night video. We actually got to go inside of the Alexandria Hotel. That's why I never drive anywhere. I just. Driving is kind of a hassle. Oh, we got a ding. Let me plug in really quick. You know what's really weird? I need a mailbox because I have something to mail. And it's totally on my mind that I need a mailbox, so I've, out of the corner of my eye, keep looking out for them. I have not seen one mailbox on this walk. Alright, I am just stalling you while I plug in here. Bear with. Let me just secure the battery pack so it doesn't fall out. Bear with me. A little jiggling. A little zipping. Sorry, a lot of jiggling. Alright, there we go. I'm good. Yeah, there's a couple post offices in my neighborhood. I wanted to send it from a different zip code. Oh, we did see a giant post office though, didn't we? Why didn't I just walk in there and zip and mail it? Hey, there's the arcade again. Let's take a cut through here. A little less crowded than it was last week, but what a great place to hang out. Takes us right through to Broadway. I think that the thing Carriopolis is, it's just in the city, the driving is so crazy. I mostly am always on time for stuff, so I'm not last minute driving and rushing. I have learned at this point in my life to give myself the amount of time so I don't stress out on my way to somewhere. But I feel like enough people don't do that, and everybody is trying to be the first at the red light and turn where they shouldn't. Oh God, I sound like a grandpa yelling at clouds, but I don't know, it's kind of stressful until you get on the freeway, and then I can just press the coast button and turn the lasers on and the car practically drives itself. And here we are, historic Broadway. So real quick reminder, because I'm not sophisticated enough to have set up something to remind you, but tomorrow we're going to go to Santa Monica, probably right noon start time. I'm going to be taking the Metrolink there. If I get a little delayed, don't stress. I'll still go on, but I will update the time. So we're just going to Santa Monica, no Venice. I've got some tips LA Unknown has sent to me, so we're going to visit a couple places and then walk along the 3rd Street Promenade and then check out the beach. I'm gonna bring flip-flops, so maybe we'll try to walk into the water a little bit. I'm gonna look crazy with a fanny pack or a crossbody bag, which is really a fanny pack, and a backpack walking into the water, but who cares? Ciclavia, the next one in Venice is the 17th. We're gonna go to that. I read that. I just don't know what the route is. I swear to God, I read Hollywood to Venice, but I don't know how that could be possible, that they could shut off that much of the road. But I know it's in Venice at the very least. So we'll definitely be taking part in that. Well, you'll walk in the ocean with me, and maybe I'll put the camera down, but you will also be sending me get well cards, because that's where all the poop goes, right there in Santa Monica. But that's alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for the stream. I do have medical insurance, so... Clifton's still closed. The crazy thing about this Clifton's is feel like some older pictures, like the door went all the way out to here. And I don't know how that could be, but it's got all of like Los Angeles and California's highlights. The bear and the lime scooter. Yay. I only ever went to Clifton's one time, probably 15 years ago or so. I have a friend who used to go there with her parents all the time when they were kids. And we went there before they changed it over to a sort of hipster kind of place, which is almost never open. Hey, we actually walk by the Cecil Hotel quite a lot. Today we did not walk by it. We're a little bit away from it now, but anytime we go to DTLA, and especially if it says that in the title or on the thumbnail, we usually end up by there. It's like a magnet for me. Hey, She Clicks Bricks. How's it going? I was watching you on the bus to come to the walk this morning. I saw you out and about. The sound was excellent. Nelly is taking up the whole sidewalk. another Warner Brothers theater. It's crazy to think, because of some of the oh, you can see the elevator going down. Some of the ornateness of these buildings, that they were really just disposable tributes to a media of the time, you know, a palace for movies, when we still went out to see them, before TV. Not a disposable media, but like a media with a date stamp. Hey, Base Logic. It's crazy because everything was built with, well, not everything, but everything is built with like these amazing details. The amazing details came in at the end of the 1800s, right, with all those Victorian houses, when they finally were able to do that kind of woodworking and that kind of stuff with tools. We had the tools to make really cool stuff. And I feel like we're so advanced now that it should be a no-brainer, or really easy, to do something like these reliefs here. But there's something to be said for modern building. Well, hey, Pinkish, this is kind of the reason why I love DTLA, is it also reminds me a little bit of like downtown Boston, or Chicago, or New York. And I think the only thing we like promote with our skyline are those really giant buildings. The Bank of America Tower, the Aeon Building. Buildings built with air conditioning. Wait till you see the fancy Taco Bell. It has an armed security guard and everything. And it serves beer. The fancy Taco Bell is kind of uncanny valley feeling. It's too fancy to be a Taco Bell, and it feels absurd almost. I don't think it's any more expensive. It's just more secure. Here it is. It's called a cantina, and that word is fancy for sure. Are you going to tell us why your brother's nickname was Cantina? Oh my gosh. A little music block attempted. Oh, a Waymo. I miss American Apparel. Do you remember talking about that a long time ago, Ty? How much we would talk about American Apparel?
Is the reason why
Dev has a new clothing line, by the way. All right, kids. I am about to hop on my train up here, 7th Street Metro Station, taking it back to Hollywood. I do want to say thank you guys for joining me. I want to send a special shout out to my members. I'm going to work on that so we get a little larger and longer display. It's kind of tiny, but I keep adding. So thank you guys so much for being here with me today. We will be live streaming tomorrow. We're going to go to the beach, Santa Monica. I really hope you guys have smash that bell, hit that like button or that subscribe button, and we'll catch up with me later. Have an awesome night, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Mary. Bye, anorexic dyslexic. Thank you so much, Cecilia. I am not full. I'm ready to eat those other cookies on my way home. LA unknown. I'll write to you really soon. Bye, I was gay. Cookie time. Hey, mountain bike. And thank you so much. Bye, Cecilia. See you tomorrow, guys. Woo! Have a great one.